Alright, we're back in Final Fantasy. We've gone around the complete loop, so it's Blok's turn to be the party leader again today. And we have a little bit of changes. I spent our money, as you can see, we only have $11, which is pretty devastating, but we've got a lot of stuff. Okay, we've got 27 potions. Now, there are high potions, but I chose to go for the regular potions because the regular potions cost 40 apiece, and they heal you for 50. So if you buy 3 of them, it's 120 bucks, right? The high potions heal for 150. That's 3 times. But they cost 150. So basically, they heal for more, but they cost 30 bucks extra for the same thing. So I'm sticking to the potions. I'm sure I'll switch one day when I actually have enough HP that healing 50 is like a drop in the bucket. But for now, the regular potions is perfect. And about 20 antidotes. Because last time, the biggest problem we had was poison. We were just getting so much poison. We had 8 last time. So 20 should be more than enough to get us through the dungeon. And if it's not, don't worry, because we got some new magic, particularly Poisona. Obviously, this was super expensive, because all the level 4 spells cost 2,500 gold, which is how I burned through all of our money. But we do have Poisona, which cures poison, which is absolutely phenomenal. I cannot believe I didn't see this the first time around. But that is amazing. Super happy about Poisona. We've also got Blizzara, which is basically like an AoE version of Blizzard. Now, I was thinking about this, and I feel like the thing with Risa is she does really good physical damage. So why would I use spells with her unless the enemy is like resistant to physical or something? It just doesn't make sense. But, that said, there is one reason why a spell would outperform her DPS besides if the enemy was resistant to physical, AoE. So I've decided Risa is going to be getting, for the most part, exclusively AoE spells, because that's the only way she's going to outperform her physical damage. So that's the new plan for Risa. As for Yella, he's got 2 new spells, Sleepra, which puts one enemy to sleep, just one, but I figure that can be used against like a stronger enemy, and since it's a level 4 instead of a level 1, I assume it's going to actually do something, because the level 1 sleep I've just completely given up on. I swear that spell does actually nothing. Sleeper though should actually do something. And on the other level 4 spell that I bought for him, that's right, I bought 2 level 4 spells for Yella, but there's a good reason. Confuse confuses all of the enemies, and they start attacking each other. Or at least that's what it says it does, which obviously sounds really good. It says causes enemies to turn on each other, but the reason why I gave him 2 spells is because Sleepra, I don't see myself using this very frequently. I see myself using this on maybe like a boss or a really strong enemy to just try and take him out of the fight and beat on him while he's down, honestly, or like kill his minions first or something if he has any. So that's what I'm going to use that for, but because that's going to be a pretty rare spell that we use, even though it seems pretty good, we're going to be mostly using his level 4 for the Confuse. Or at least that's the plan, but we'll see. We'll see how good Confuse is, and we'll see how good Sleeper is. But we're going to continue off where we left off. We're going straight back to the dungeon. I'm going to beeline it as far as I can. I honestly am just going to flee from these enemies, because I want to get as much HP and survival in there as possible. I did immediately take 19 damage with Grok, which is honestly quite unfortunate, but if we stayed and fought those 7 enemies, we probably would have taken a lot more anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. I always go down that little path on accident. Okay, this is a smaller amount of enemies, so we're gonna stick with these guys. Hopefully we can one-shot them all. Grok is taking a lot of damage and we haven't even gotten into the dungeon yet. That's so unfortunate. But it should be fine. Because again, we do have a lot more potions. And we've got a lot more new spells. So we should be doing just fine. Especially as they just keep attacking Risa and Blok. They have a lot more defense now. Particularly Risa. Risa has been a problem for us for a long time because they just don't have that much HP and they don't have that much defense. But we've gotten to a point where they've got an actual pretty decent HP bar. So they're able to tank quite a bit and they've got decent armor now, so even when they do get hit, at least by these weak enemies, they're only taking 1 damage, which is really, really good. We just gotta hope that we can cruise through the rest of this and not really take any damage. That would be perfect. At least not anymore. Wow, only 1 damage. At least that missed, that was good. Interesting, 1 and 2. Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe the reason that enemies are taking like 1 or 2 physical damage is because they have like a really high defense stat or something. And so the way that it works is if you don't get through like a certain threshold, like if your strength stat isn't high enough, or if you don't do X amount of damage or something, it just doesn't go through at all. Because that's all I can think for why the slimes are doing that. And at first I thought that they were just super resistant to physical, but seeing Grok and Yella struggle against enemies that shouldn't be that much of a struggle, I feel like it's the only thing that makes sense. Is that there must just be some sort of hidden defense statistic. And if you don't reach it, then your attacks are rendered not completely ineffective, but pretty damn close. We're already like halfway to where we need to go, which is good. And we're still doing pretty good. The only one that's taken any significant damage is Grok, but that can be repaired in 1 quick potion. We have unfortunately taken poison damage, and I don't think we're going to be able to get this spell off before he dies, so we are going to have to use an antidote. But that's okay. I'm fine with that. We bought 20 of them for a reason, okay? We don't need to rely on the spell. If we can use the spell, we definitely should, just because we can restore it, and it's his only level 4 spell. But there's no problem using our antidotes. Hopefully we can take these both out right here, right away. Grok is just getting blasted. It is honestly truly unfortunate. But I feel like if we run away, we're just gonna get hit in the back once, and then we're gonna lose more running away. Or at least we'll lose just as much running away as we do fighting. Except when we run away, we don't get any XP or anything. So I'm gonna try Blizzara. It's a level 4 spell, but hopefully it'll kill them all. That would be honestly the best case scenario, for sure. I'm also going to use Kira on myself, because Dia is really good for undead, but I'm honestly not that worried about it, simply because so far, the only undead enemies we've really encountered are the bone enemies. And they seem to die in 1 hit by like every character on our team. Also, Blizzara just did a huge amount of damage to every single one of those enemies, which is really exciting because we could theoretically use Blizzara on like a group of enemies like this and just rip through them. But I am going to try and save it for more dire enemies like the slimes, because I just don't trust... I just don't trust the slimes. I don't like that they have poison. I feel like I'd much rather fight these 6 wolves than 3 slimes, because even though they do a decent amount of damage, at least they don't do poison as frequently, I was gonna say, until we got poison, of course. But it should still be fine. We can actually use Poison on him. And that should resolve most of our problems. Heal him up before he takes any big damage from that. We're doing pretty good. We're pretty much where we left off before. Except we're, you know, we've got all of our spells for the most part. We've used like 2 spells. And we've used what? I mean, it doesn't even matter that we've used antidotes. We've still got like 16 more. I cannot believe I just got poisoned again, by the way. I cannot believe poisoning in this game is the worst. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna need to hard focus those green dogs, by the way. I feel like I didn't realize that they were using poison for the longest time, but now that I understand that they are, we just need to hard focus them. They're not as bad as the slimes, because they don't do it as frequently, but it's still a huge, huge pain. I remember we were on the 3rd one. Yeah, because we went right and then left. So we needed the 3rd rung and then right. That's what it was. I'm glad I remembered. I'm glad I said the 3rd rung and right, because otherwise we would have been screwed there. Can we just run? I feel like it might be better to just run away. But I don't know. Let's just run. Let's just run. I'm just gonna run. I don't want to fight the poison enemies anymore. We should be strong enough to just get out of here and not have to get stuck, but we just have to pray that we don't get poisoned. Okay, we were able to escape. Risa took a little bit of damage with her back turned, but it should be fine. Monsters. You know, I should have expected as much with this weird-ass layout. What? Piscodemon? What the? Yeah, my name's Piscodemon. Alright, alright. I don't know what these guys are. Hopefully they're not resistant to magic or anything like that. I don't think they're undead. So I'm not going to use that. I do, however, think that they are water enemies. So I'm going to use Thunder on one of them. And hopefully that just one-hits him. Oh wow, these guys do a lot of damage. As long as they focus on Risa and Blok, we should be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. One hit on Grok and it immediately did a ton of damage. Ooh, and our characters are too weak to actually even do damage. Okay, we're switching up. We're going with Blizzara. We are going to use heal as well, because we definitely need healing. And I'm gonna cast Confuse on them, and hopefully they'll hit each other. Because if they can do that much damage to us, they'll surely do just as much damage to each other. At least we can hope. Hopefully they don't hit Yella again, because Yella's one-hittable right now. I think. Ooh, that's not that much damage, but it's still pretty decent damage. And we did get the kill off. Unfortunately, neither of them got confused. But we should be able to at least kill one of them with just a strong hit. I am going to use heal again. And I'm going to use Thunder again on the bottom one, because hopefully we can kill the first one. And hopefully some damage transfers down to the bottom one. But I don't know. I have low hope for that. Oh wow, he actually killed the bottom one with Thunder, with the 2 Thunderbolts. And the ice was more than enough to kill him. We got a lot of XP and a huge amount of gil from that too. The only problem is it cost us a lot of HP. You obtained the crown! Okay, I don't know what that's for, but that must be some kind of key item. Maybe we need to use that later on in the dungeon? Maybe we need to bring that to the king? Key items. A crown that shimmers mysteriously. Interesting, okay. Maybe we're supposed to go around the world and collect like 4 important items or something. And then we need to like bring them all together at the end of the game? I'm not sure, I'm not sure. But that's my current best guess. We are all pretty low on HP. So I am going to use heal on us. I'm also going to put my faith in Blok to one-hit that guy at the top, and hopefully Yella can help Risa to take out the middle wolf this round, so that way we have less odds of getting poisoned. Okay, luckily we didn't get poisoned. Oh, we did get poisoned, it just took a minute to show up. That's unfortunate. We were able to kill him, that wolf, but obviously the poison sucks. I'm just gonna send everyone on him. Do I use heal again? No, I need to use Poisona on Blok. And yeah, just send everyone on him. Once he dies, it'll switch off anyways, so it shouldn't be a problem. We just need to pray no poison. No poison? Okay, thank God he didn't get poisoned. And he did one-shot the wolf, so we can move on to the next ones, which is amazing. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to not cast heal, because Yella does not need it. Yella is chillin'. I think everyone can survive a strong fight right now, so I'm not too worried about HP. He might actually be able to take a heal without wasting it. No, he's only gone up to 152 HP. That's not that much more. So we'll probably have to wait for Yella to get hit once more before we cast heal, because I don't want to waste it and only heal 3 of us. But we should be fine. We've got plenty of HP so far. I'm just going to spam all my attacks on the top one. And maybe... I mean, I don't know why I keep checking this guy for spells. He never has any offensive spells, so I should just not use offensive spells. But for you, I am going to cast Dark. Because there's 3 of them, they could probably tank some... Actually, they can't tank at all. That guy immediately got one shot. I forgot. I feel like I'm thinking of the green guys who are resistant to physical. But yeah, these guys got absolutely destroyed, which is perfect. We're starting to get to the point where we need a lot of XP to level up as well. I'm assuming this is the exit, because it has 2 doors. This door has been secured with the Mystic Key. That is problematic. I think we need to... I'm pretty sure we need to wake up the sleeping prince in order to get the Mystic Key. So, how in the world do we wake him up? Or maybe if we just go in through the other door? I mean, I doubt the other door is going to be unlocked, but we can at least hope that the other door is unlocked. Yeah, Mystic Key. Okay, so that's tough. That's tough. There's not much we can really do about that. We are going to get stuck with the annoying green wolves again. But you know what? Now that we're pretty much on our way out, do I want to just use Blizzara? No, but I will use Blizzard. Well, no, she's stronger with regular attack. That's the whole point of what we were just talking about earlier. But yeah, I mean, we should be fine. But man, how in the world do we wake up that king? Hopefully... Oh wow, they didn't even attack. That's actually so good. We should be able to take them out this turn, hopefully. Please no poison. Oh, come on, man. Why is it always poison? And we can't even take them out this turn. They're gonna... I thought that, Grok and Yella would be able to take out that front wolf, but they were not able to, unfortunately. I'm gonna try Poisona, but it's not gonna work, obviously, because we're gonna kill him before it's cast. So we're gonna have to use an antidote again, which is unfortunate. We're burning through the antidotes in here, but that's fine. It's better than dying. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. That was unfortunate. We could have made it way further. Fortunately, we can use these guys to heal. I'm going to heal Blok with the individual heal because, I mean, Dia's not as important, to be honest, in this dungeon anymore, now that we know that the skeletons aren't that strong, so we can just spam attack. And these guys should go down, hopefully. Yeah, they're going down. Yeah, that's interesting. If that's locked, that's probably the end of the dungeon, if I had to guess, too. Oh no, are these all locked with the Mystic Key? Okay, that might change things a little bit then. If they're all locked with the Mystic Key, then maybe instead of this being the end of the dungeon, it's possible that one of these has like a staircase going down, and the other three just have like chests or something. Damn, I have no idea how to get the Mystic Key. I'm sure there's some way to wake him up. We just gotta figure it out. I'm literally just gonna flee from these guys. I don't want to fight them. Get me out, bro. I don't want to be poisoned anymore. Oh my god, it's happening again. I literally cannot think of a single way for us to get the Mystic Key. I'm gonna try and flee again. Actually, I'm not gonna try and flee again. We're not gonna get away from these guys. We should just fight them. I'm actually gonna use the Blizzara as well, just because there's so many of them. I guess we just explore for the time being, and see if we can find something. Because as far as I know, there's no way for us to have gotten anything to wake somebody up. The only thing we've ever found that says it could wake someone up, or says it could, you know, cure any ailment or whatever, didn't work. So it must not be that. I'm gonna actually use... I'm gonna attack the two backward, well, yeah, I guess I will attack the two forwards one. I don't have to worry about the other green one for now. And I'm gonna use Poisona on Yella. But yeah, I genuinely have no idea. I'm kind of like stumped as to what to even do. Oh wow, interesting. So if they're confused, they'll just attack themselves. That's interesting. Yeah. I guess we just need to explore for now. That's kind of all we can do. Which is fine. So I suppose we should go up north next and see if we can loop our way around to the spawn. I'm pretty sure we can't. But that should be fine anyways, it doesn't really matter. All that really matters is that we are going to new places. And I'm hoping that there's maybe like some kind of like a port up there, so that once we get there we can easily come back. But I do want to explore on land first, just because there's no easy way to know I'm running away from this. But there's no easy way to know if we'll be able to get there by boat. I mean, I guess we could check the map. But even then, I wouldn't know if I'm missing out on anything on the land. Because we do also need to explore the area to the right with all the rivers in it. There's so much to explore. But I don't know what to do next. I guess, yeah, we'll just go next north on land. It should be fine. I wonder if, in order to get a Mystic Key, because I kind of forget what this character said, because it's been so long, but obviously there was the girl with the crystal ball. I wonder if she said that she would give me a Mystic Key. But even then, I would still need to find her crystal eye, or whatever it was that she was looking for. Which I don't think would be that hard. But of course, it's probably, you know, equally as difficult as finding the cure for the prince. It's just a matter of figuring out where exactly I'm even supposed to be going. So yeah, I guess the only solution is just go. Run around until I find something. I wish there was, like, markers so I could mark my map and mark this little dungeon as completed. Because there's not really anything for us to do here anymore. At least for now. Heal. Yellow doesn't really need heal, but everybody else needs it a lot, so I'm just gonna use it anyways. I don't care. It's fine. We're probably gonna go stop by the town anyways and heal up before we go on our long journey. I just stopped by town and I healed up, and I'm actually going to go to the king or to the prince and see if I can give them the crown and if that will do anything for us. But it seems like probably not. Maybe we can go into our inventory. No. Perhaps we need to go back to the original city, and maybe we can give the crown to them there. I honestly completely forgot that we even had the crown for a minute there. But hopefully it does actually do something. I'm just gonna run away because I want to see what this crown is for. I won't run away from the enemies in the water because I know that they'll probably give us a lot of money. Especially because last time I tried to run away from these enemies, the guys with the eyes ended up blinding, or they ended up paralyzing our two guys. And we all know how that turned out. But no, we should be fine. We should be fine at this point to just destroy all of the water enemies. After going through that dungeon, these enemies aren't like chump change to us. So we just need to blitz through the water, offer them the crown, and even if he doesn't... Oh, you know what I'm actually remembering? Even if the king doesn't take the crown, that's completely fine, because the king said, if you ever don't know what to do, go talk to the dancer. And the dancer is in town. So they probably... I could probably just walk up to them, and they'll probably tell me exactly where I'm supposed to be going. They'll probably either tell me where the eye is, or what to do with this crown, or where the mystic key is, or something like that. Okay, he has nothing to say to me. I am gonna go talk to the mages here, or the priests, or whatever these guys are. I'm gonna talk to them, because I have not talked to them in this version of the game, and I'm wondering if they have something else to say that will specifically tell me how I'm supposed to get the crystal eye. I am honestly super lost in this castle. I'm realizing I need to go all the way around. But yeah, I don't know. They didn't point me in a specific direction in the last version, but in this version they might actually tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, which would be a huge help. And if not, then we'll go to the dancer and she would see us to say. Our ancestors sealed weapons within this treasure room 400 years ago. They then gave the keys to the Elf King to hold on to the coming of the Warriors of Light. Yeah. They gave the key to the Elf King, and it's locked with a mystic key. So yeah, that's definitely it. We definitely need to wake up the king. Sorry, wake up the prince, so the king will owe us. So then we can get the mystic key, so we can open the dungeon, and then we can open up that room as well. Hopefully the dancer will tell us what to do. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Hee hee. Hey, shouldn't you be taking that crown to the king of the Western Keep? Okay, now we know what to do. We gotta go to the king of the Western Keep. Though, come to mention it, there does seem to be something strange going on there. Okay. I am pretty sure that we've never been to the Western Keep before. I'm struggling to figure out how to open up the map. I think I need to go out. But the Western Keep, we've never been to the Western Keep before. But I'm assuming it's obviously to the west. It looks like there is a port that we can get to just to the left of where my pointer is right now. But I think I would rather travel by land, just because it's going to be hard to get our boat through the river. I'm not sure if we can even do it. And that, as well as I want to explore anything on the land along the way. And I don't want to miss, like, we, you know, might miss like a dungeon or something that we don't know about. So I'm definitely gonna wait to do that. I am also gonna cast magic like crazy on this because I'm probably just gonna go rest at town anyways. Because I mean, it's not that expensive compared to how much money we have at this point, so I'm really not worried about it. I'm honestly kind of surprised as well that ice doesn't do extra damage to water enemies. Like, I know lightning does, obviously, but I feel like ice should too. It should like freeze them over or something, but it's fine. So I guess we go to town and take a rest, and then I suppose we just leave there for this episode, but then next episode we actually have an objective now. We need to go to the King of the Western Keep, which is honestly the way we were planning to go anyways, but now we know that we're not just running into nothing. We have an actual goal in mind, which is excellent. And we've already made it to town, and I got an achievement for defeating 500 monsters. Alright, well, wasn't a very productive episode, but we cleared out the rest of the dungeon, and now we have an actual goal, so we know what to do. Plus, I remembered the dancer. I completely forgot about her. And hopefully, I'm willing to bet that the King of the Western Keep will have some sort of antidote or something to wake up the prince, which will then give us the key, and that'll send us on our way down a lot more stuff to do, and we'll get a lot of rewards from that, so keep our fingers crossed, and we'll save it for next time. Bye bye!